Blam! And we're back with colour. Hey, how you doing, Capricorn? So, I was actually going through shuffling the deck pretty much like I normally do off camera, and suddenly the Ten of Pentacles popped into my head, and I just thought about explaining it. I don't know why, but I thought about explaining it. And I have allergies, so excuse me, Capricorn, but I see the Ten of Pentacles in my head, and I was thinking about explaining it. So I finished shuffling the deck, and just before I came on camera, I picked up this card. Okay, I know everyone's like, ooh, damn, you sneaky mama jamma. But then all of a sudden underneath that, I picked up the Ten of Pentacles. So whether that means anything or not, but that was just like me shuffling the deck and finishing, ready to shuffle again to come on camera and show you. So if that means anything, it might just be the fact that you just got paid and you said, fuck it, bruv, I'm taking my money and now thanks very much. You know, it could be that. It could be something as simple as that. But we'll see, Capricorn. Okay, so if you've just met me, all right, how you getting on? So I do channel spirit messages, so you'll have to excuse me for whatever comes out my mouth, because when you're a conduit, I'm starting to realise that whatever I seem to touch, I seem to channel messages through, and that's why I used to channel messages through a white plate. so sometimes you might think you're going fucking crazy, right? But no, it's just energy, but we'll see. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And I like to add a little bit of humour into things. Sometimes people in life, they take things way too seriously, and I forget. So I do apologise. I forget what it's like going through a lot of aggression. So I'm going to do a video on that, of why people come back from retrograde and why it's so difficult, that sometimes people don't understand why it is. Okay, so I'm going to do a video. It might be a live chat session later today or probably tomorrow. But let's see. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Twin versus twin. This is your twin versus twin for August. You versus them. And this can be your family, your dynamic, and whatever it is that you're looking into, okay? So let's see. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for August. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for August. Show me Capricorn. Capricorn, there you go. So you probably got paid, and now you're single. It could be, or single and ready to mingle, and now you've got paid. This is like, now I've took my money, now I can go out. I'm coming out. I can go to the gym. I can afford to go to the gym. I can now afford to buy that new dress that I want. I can now afford to buy that new shirt, that new tuxedo, that new lavish item that I can see you looking in the shop window, or actually some of you actually on eBay thinking, wow, damn, I was going to look fine in that. Damn, I was going to look fine in that. So this is looking after your health. So you might started. I can see some people at the gym getting a contract, starting up a health regime where your gym instructor is kind of like, right, okay, so I need you to do 250 reps with this dumbbell, and I need you to do that, blah blah blah, and you can lose X amounts of pounds in pounds. Okay, so you might have lost some pounds, or lost some weight, or lost and found, but lost some money for some of you through that Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Lost some money is because I'm picking up lost weight, but lost some money, but still feeling okay about it for some reason. A lost and found, the gown. You might have lost a gown, is what I've heard. Lost a garment. Somebody's lost a garment, or a bracelet is what I'm picking up. A bracelet. Or no, why am I looking at their head? Something at their head. Why am I seeing that? You might be having your hair done. Curly hair is what I'm picking up. I don't know why, but this just seems to really be standing out. Someone putting curls in their hair. Like Mavis from Coronation Street. Someone down your street. Well, that's right up my street, bruv. That is right up my street. That's just what I want. That's just what I want. But I've seemed to have lost something, but I seem to have gained something. So something might have been lost, but what you found was your newborn freedom. So you might have lost the job for some people, okay, through that Seven of Swords. You might have lost the job, but you might have gained freedom, and now you feel great, the fact that you're not now attached to it, and you feel, whoa, it might be a relationship that you're now single from, that you're like, thank fuck for that, right? Or It might be that you lost a job, but now you're free in order to now search for this new job, this new venture that you want to go on. So that's this energy at the moment. So if that's relating to your other partner and they were with someone, well, they're now free and single. And they're now searching for you. They're now searching for you. So let's see. So show me the other person related to Capricorn. Thank you. So you've got, well, that was the first one out. So you've got Libra. So it could have been. Let's see. So there you go. The lost. Someone's lost. Someone lost also karmically. Somebody lost karmically. So there was a win-lose battle of the ego. So someone lost out on what you would normally lose anyway when you have a fight, right? So you both lost. So you lost something, but you gained your freedom. And somebody actually lost at court, if you went to court, and it was to do with children or child support. So this energy might now be feeling free. So I have to do Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus people because I get cross-matched. Somebody's won and somebody's lost. Somebody's fearful that they're going to lose out karmically if they don't soon do something. But this came out for another reading. The reading that I've just done for Sagittarius, I think. But somebody lost something at court, and it might have had to do with child support. Because that's the 5 of Pentacles, you see. 14, and, that's 5. So somebody won and somebody lost. So if we look at this within your love life, this person feels like they're lost and found. It's like they're lost without you. But it might be Libra that's lost. So this Libra energy could have children. So if you're cross-watching and you're the Libra, I do apologise, but I have to go with what I'm seeing here. Okay? Or you're the Earth sign, another Earth sign. But they feel lost without you. They feel single and independent without this energy attached to them. There's some kind of financial, or it is actually to do with children and child support, or actually family support dynamic. They've actually stopped holding on so tight now. They were really holding on to this connection, but they now feel lost without you. Definitely feel lost without you. So let's have a look at this 9 of Pentacles. So if we go down just the general aspect of like the work, some people might have like stopped a job in order to start looking again. Start looking for another job, because the job that you have probably isn't enough for what you want. You've lost something, because it's always about losses and gains. So you've lost something, but you've gained something. You've gained your freedom, but you've also lost someone. Or one of the people that seems to be lost is a Libra. And it might be because they have a lot to do with their family and their children, and they have a lot of things to run. So now they're running that like a clock. They feel lost without this financial aid for some people, or they feel lost without you, without this connection. Because this is an independent card, and this is someone that's lost without that independence. So if this is the children, they're suffering from, well, they're just trying to gain back their own financial freedom. It's like, it could even be the fact it's kind of like, thank God the kids are out for a little while, Now I can be free in order to go to the gym. Now I can feel, be free for a couple of weeks or a month or whatever, or a little while. Or it could be the fact that they've gone off to college or they've gone off to work and they're now building up their own financial support. Tell me more about this 9 of Pentacles. Oh dear. Oh dear. So why is that turning up? The ego is turning up. There's a fight at court for a lot of people. There's a constant battle at court. There's a constant battle to do with, one, a child that you seem to probably sometimes be fighting with. But it might be because of, like, I picked up this in the Sag reading as well, arranged marriages or separation of children in that some people have got, like an ex-partner or an ex-marriage or an ex-relationship. So I've got to go through them all. If you have like like a long-time partnership of like a marriage or something like that, and you have kids with them but you're separated, there might be some kind of fight that you have over child support. If this has actually gone to court, this is you still fighting at court for what you're worth. Your worth. Your self-worth, your self-value. If this is just literally to do with a child, then this can be somebody. See, this is also like a seprophilia of a. It's not really. It's an attraction to someone's emotional intelligence, trying to use one's intellect in order to break free of something. So, like support, it would still be support. It'd be like child support, but the Five of Swords can be a supporting energy by using one's intelligence, of using one's mind other than feelings, because this is more like I mean, if we go down the thoughts of control, there's a lot of ego that's involved within it, because that's a family dynamic. It seems to be a family dynamic and also a work dynamic, and also an environmental dynamic, obviously, because you learn by what you are and what you breathe and what you smell and what you touch. That's manifesting. You know, what you live, what you are presently is what you are presently. You know, if you can't live at the present tense to feel great, then you're going to manifest the present tense of what you're in, which is, at the moment, it could be this energy, you see. It's always concentrating on things that you already have to manifest, even if you don't have it. That's changing your mindset. The mindset has to be changed first in order to manifest it, because the future's not met you yet, you know. So if you live at the present tense of already having it, what do you have? You still have ego attached all the time. It's difficult, you know. You can't manifest things into reality like that, you know. Well, you can if you drink, because you'll fucking hurt yourself. Someone got hurt. Someone got slapped as well. Someone got slapped, is what I'm picking up. It might have been from a mother, or it might have been fighting with your mother that's caused a fight with the children as well. Well, sorry, I said that a little bit harshly. Someone got slapped, you know. I do apologise for that if that actually happened. If that actually happened. But there's definitely a fight with a mother. And if you're fighting, like, if you like have a mother and you're fighting with your mother, the children are kind of like gathering that information, because the Queen of Justice gathers that information, you know, because it's a gathering information. So the court is gathering information, thank you, Spirit, is gathering more information for some on this scenario. If this is an extremely bad card that seems to be happening with you, Capricorn, then, you know, the court is actually gathering the information about this dynamic that happens around work, at home, where you live, and where you breathe, or even the church. The evangelical church. The church, someone might be seeking, donations for a charity organisation, and that could be the church, or you might be seeking I definitely think that there's some kind of settlement that someone's looking for at court, for definitely. Someone's definitely trying to seek a settlement at work also. But if this is an extremely violent card, because the Five of Swords can literally be a little white lie, but so can the Seven of Swords. So if you're watching this and you're saying, no, that was fucking bad, that's your storyline, okay? This can either be an extremely bad card or a good card. But if you're actually fighting with your mother over a certain thing, and it's to do with your ex-partner and the money and the child support and all that kind of stuff, then what I'm saying is that the children, regardless of whether this is court or not, they're actually gathering that information to learn by it. by loss. So it still pertains to the court system. The court system is fighting with you, but well, you might be fighting with your own, like, trying to make a plan, because this person makes a plan and trying to strategize a plan of how this is going to work. So if that's pertaining to love, somebody's strategizing, I can't even say it anymore, strategizing a plan. It's like a chess player. Whose move is it next? Moving. Again, Richard Pryor's moving seems to be coming up. Fuck you, Roy. Well, I give him the wrong finger. He moved and actually realised that when he got there wasn't as much stuff in it as what he thought. Because someone had taken everything. Taken again. Liam Neeson's Taken. But taken a child away. Someone's trying to take a child away at court. Going for a custody battle. But also some people are moving and they're realising that when they move, they've got to start again. And I think the Richard Pryor thing is pretty much like, you know, when he goes to visit, it's like, oh, all the doors and they got all this and it's great and everything else. And then when you arrive, they fucking took everything. And I mean, you've got to have watched that movie, right? Richard Pryor Moving. It's a long time ago. Moving. But no one's winning, you see, because you're both five. You're both left out. Everybody's left out. This person's feeling left out, and this person, if it's a bad card, is not interested in anything apart from being single for some people, because there's been a fight at court for a lot of people, or there's been a fight over a Libra that's been, if this is a dynamic of 5 and 5, you know, if people are in those dynamics with partnerships, because this is a partnership and marriage and relationship, so if it is to do with that, there's separation. This person's feeling lonely, and this person could feel victorious. So if this is a court battle, this person's feeling victorious as if they've won, and this person is lost. If it's court, same to do with love. This person's feeling lost, and this person feels like they've won. Well, it could be someone else, or it could be the fact that they just won the argument but lost the war, you know? Losing and winning and losing and winning. But if it's the court, then you've won. This person's lost at court. It's like a tennis match is what I'm picking up. You know. Sorry, but that's what I'm seeing. Tell me more about this Five of Swords. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. This is where I get the blame. This is where I get the blame. That's not a good card to have for the Five of Swords. This is relating to the Sagittarian energy. Some people have got Sagittarius in their chart, or they're dealing with Sagittarius. This is an extremely difficult person to budge from anything. When they see it their way, they see it their way. They see their job their way. I want to do it my way or the highway. But there could be an extremely intelligent. That's what I'm saying. This is seprophilia of someone that is also attracted to someone's emotional intelligence. They're attracted to someone's intelligence. So if that's a bad intelligence, of their intentions of intelligence, of why they're using their intelligence, that's manipulation. That's mind control. This can be mind control, because this person is a fucking hard person to ever crack the exterior of what they've learned through society. Okay? So it's normally a fixed moon sign to me, but it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it could be a fixed moon sign because it's just like, it's someone that seeks intelligence, and they seek out again to play with someone, but when they get what they want, which is like a needy energy of the 9, once they get what they want, they feel victorious over it, and then they just pretty much absorb all that energy in order to take it and not give anything back. This is someone that takes stuff but cuts people out at the same time. 5 of Swords. So this is a person that steals. You see, that's 7 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Steals. Because it would be like raising the bar of intention, but my intention is literally could generally, you could bump into them into a street or something like that, and it could generally be like a really nice person, but around them they would always blame society. This would be the people that they blame in society. So this is where I'm going to get the blame. The people will probably start blaming me. That's what I'm saying. Through ascension, if you have so much hatred in your heart and you literally blame other people, okay, why do you think people come back from retrograde? Because you're hating other people. Everybody's cut from the same cloth as a soulmate, okay? So if you blame Cartman Drama Triangle, okay, if you blame one of these people, you're only blaming yourself, right? Obviously, because we're all cut from the same cloth. Definitely when you're lost in karma, and you're lost in translation, and you're lost in time, and you're lost in a third party, either one, a love relationship, or a relationship of love and hate, which is everybody have cut from the same cloth. When you project out hate here, that's why they come back. Because you're not living presently to manifest the future, because that's how you manifest true intentions of true reality of what it is that I have now. I am this, I am blessed, I am grateful, I have this, I love the fact I have this. That's manifesting from a present tense of what you already have. So in order to get anything, like a tarot card read or anything, the ego has to be stepped aside in order for you to channel. Freely, without listening to yourself, you just channel. That's why channelers get the blame, because they just say it, because you're a spirit conduit, you know. So you could even still be that, but you're still going to have ego. But you know, it's just not this energy is just not a. This is someone that would portray themselves to be single, and they probably are single. But they would, in society, they would wear a mask of like this, they're single and they're ready to mingle and everything else. But then as soon as they get someone anywhere around them, they would tell them to piss off. Yeah, I am single, piss off. You know? I mean, if you want to remain single, this person, whoever this is, then that's what you'll be for a long time, or that's what you want to be, generally. And you just don't want to be involved with this energy, and you're just like, no, just piss off. If that's good, that's a good energy of looking after one's health and one's self, you know. Generally, I mean, I could be digging on this energy, but this energy, it's free will, you know. Free will, just because you're in a soulmate relationship, don't mean that you're going to have to say yes to anything. You can say no at any point. Yes and no, they both hold as much clarity through manifesting things into life as well. It's like if you want to stop smoking, you tell the cigarettes that you fucking hate them because it's not an object that's going to come back to you. A person? Retrograde. It ticks you on your growth of your soulmate spiritual connection. You know, but I'll do a separate video for that when I can think, and I'm not boring people with the hatred that someone's going to give me now I'm lecturing this energy. But like I'm saying, they could be a lecturer. They could be a lecturer. Someone that lectures people. They either do it with ill will and ill intentions, and they literally fucking lecture people. So they could be a school teacher or a school master or, like, you know, Pink Floyd. But if not, the free will choices, and you're watching this and you're saying, no, other energy, piss off, I don't want to be with you. That's free will. So that's a lesson for this energy to learn. So if this is the court, because this is a lot to do with court, this is you standing up for one's rights. Okay? So that's good. Right? Because you want the money for your children, or for their education also, or for your own education. That's what I'm saying. You can never blame anybody. I'm not blaming this energy. This energy might be well within the right, and you might be watching it and thinking, oh, well, you were a prick for a start, but oh, hold on a second. Now you're explaining it. Sometimes tarot card readers can't really explain everything because you have to get through the reading. But generally, if this energy, free will, you see, free will, you have a choice to say yes or no at any point. That's your karma. That's how it's built up. You know, that's how people come back and stuff like that. It's all yes, no, yes, no. If your answer is fuck no, no, you know, and then you stop thinking about them, you're not going to bring them back because you manifest presently. So if this is to do with court and a decision at court, this is the court system that you're fighting with over your newfound freedom, and it's related to one energy of what's going on with everybody. Because this is environmental stuff. Twin versus twin, it's never about it. Well, it's always about you. It's always about your environment. It's always about your children and your people that you're learning and you're growing with. That sort of stuff is more important for your soulmate love relationship and your work dynamics than what a lot of other people or whatever. It's just my belief is just like situations of life are going to help you through life more than just your love relationship. Your work and your career and what happens daily is the stuff of pure intention of how you manifest things. So that's why I do try to cover every variable, you know. But there's a lot of like courts for sure over the children. If it's just a love dynamic, there's a dynamic heart to heart. There's a dynamic duo. But you might see that you're great with your children and you're a dynamic duo. But that might be that the fact that you're seeing the ex-partner as someone that interferes, you know. But that might be a connection where if there is a third party and there's cross-watchers, they're saying, yes, this person's interfering in my connection. Again, karma. What's justice here for? Tell me more why justice is here for. But there's higher power, you see. This is a power play of love. But this is also a power play of higher education and law. Someone could be studying law degrees. But if this is someone of the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, this is someone that will take your fucking eyes out. If you're relating this to a bad energy of love, this is someone that would take and not give, you know. And this person, if you're relating to someone of a bad energy around you, Capricorn, even if that's to do with your work and stuff like that, or your mum, or anybody, this person, and I've got to give these messages over, I'm sorry, but I've got to. This person, if this was related to the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, this person would take, they wouldn't give. This person wouldn't give a bud or budge an inch. Well, it depends on the manner of the card. But at the manner of what I'm feeling, because this is someone that wants to live at the manor, like the manor, you know, the fucking everlasting castle. But to do with love, this person's ego would be extremely difficult to crack open. It's not their heart that you're trying to win over. It's someone's mind that you have to try to convince. So what are you convincing? Because someone could be very convincing. This is someone that could be conniving and convincing. They can trick you into thinking that they're single. You see? Dislike. Sorry. I can hear people. Oh dear. But generally, again, if this person is standing within their right that they don't want to be connected with this energy and you're relating it to one, then you're within your right. This person stands within their right, you know. So if it relates to like court and stuff like that, then that's good energy, because it's kind of like, well, I'm at a court battle, so what am I going to do, Steve? Well, just stand within your right and keep going, you know, if you're relating to one energy. But I just get cross-watched, and people obviously that are on the losing end, and well, I have empathy for people, and I just have to read cards, bruv. I do, I'm sorry, but I do. I hate it when bad energy turns up, and I'd love to give great readings for everybody, but that's not possible because it's general. But someone's like a general. Someone is. This could even be the person that you work for. That you work for. And a moment instance, when your back's turned, they're talking shit behind your back. This person's talking shit behind someone's back. Because someone's at a payback, trying to get someone back. Like, purposely trying to get them back. Because they're actually free and single and independent. But this is someone that searches for independence. But again, at a relationship, they would tell someone to piss off. But if you want to be single, then there's no reason to be. Well, if not, you're watching this for like money, and you're not bothered about love, because this person could not be bothered about love. But if you're watching it and you are bothered about love, well, then you've got a lot to learn for somebody. Because you've got a lot of what goes around comes around stuff. So if you're related to this, well, what goes around comes around. I told you before, you went off before, and then you come back, and now I'm a fight with you because now you come back and you don't want me and you want someone else. If that's part of a third-party triangle that people are in, well, that's what that situation is portraying as this one energy. That if this person here did portray this energy here, this is them standing in their right to say, piss off. You know? There's always two sides of a tale. But a reader has to like just read through the story. The story unfolds as it's told. But, you know, if this person's not in their right and you're relating to, no, this is me, Steve, and this person was a complete and utter whatever, you know, then that's your story. And if you're relating and you're watching and saying, no, you know, this person fucking went off and went with someone else and they come back to me and wanted me now, and now I'm actually standing in my right and saying, listen, piss off, then that's your right. That's your free will. That's your right, and you're in your right. You know, if I'm right, I'm right. Again, the ghost of like Groundhog Day, the guy that just what? Am I right? Groundhog Day, definitely. Ghost of Christmas Past. This has happened quite a few times for some of you guys. If that's just to do with your children, your past partner, and your work relationship, then this has been going on for some time. If this is like a long time relationship with someone and it's been happening a long time, this person's trying to get back in, and you're now probably within your right to say, listen, where the fuck have you been? Where have you been? You know, this is two sides of the tale. Where have you been? Well, I've been looking after my children. Oh, really? What's the truth about that then? Is that really the truth? Am I right? Piss off. Sorry, but do you know, there's a dynamic definitely going on if that's to do with love. And that's I don't even know. I'm just a channel message. What's justice for? I think I have to change my tactic of the way I read cards. I love the way I read cards, but it's very difficult for someone that actually stands for this, you know. And I might even be channeling, and you might be saying that to me. It's difficult for someone that actually stands for this, which is the truth, you know. Justice. What's justice here? What's justice here for? Justice. But these are general readings. I wouldn't be doing this to a personal reading. I wouldn't be like this in a personal reading. Not so. This is relating to thousands of different energies. It's not possible for it to, you know, not when you're giving a personal reading. Justice. Because it would be tweaked as well. The energy would be tweaked. And you can actually see future outcomes for people of personal readings, you see. Because even astrology, and people that go on about astrology all the time, astrology and planets are there just as a guiding help of, you know, ticking your progress of life. They're only there as a guide to help you with energy, you know, but your free will, if you're not supposed to have learned that lesson yet, you're not supposed to have, because your energy level of your soul is what gets empowered in order to learn boundaries to not do it again, you know. So retrograde and all things like that, they're just literally there as a tool to help you, but you still have free will to deny it. But you wouldn't deny it on purpose. You would only deny it because your soul is not empowered enough yet in order to be wise enough yet to move on. So this person could be a wise enough person to move on. Thank you, Spirit. Could be a wise enough person to actually be moving on now. Because, sorry, but you do have that, which is moving on now. You've got like a, well, I'm moving on now. It is to do with, a lot of you is to do with the children at court, or a child. I was going to say this child, but that's not a fair way to say it. And that might even be what you're saying. That's not a fair, listen, that's not a fucking fair way to say that. This person seems to be winning. It's like this person's won, but this energy seems a hell of a lot lighter, a lot freer. Like, even though there's freedom here, this person is like, could be very like dynamic. So it could be like, I am now pissed because I've now lost. Could be. And this person's like, well, I lost before, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. The lost and found, the pronoun, the nouns, could be to do with work, the nuns, the work. What am I picking up? Sorry. The vowels. Someone's veils. Veil, beyond the veil. Somebody did actually lose somebody beyond the veil, maybe. If you did lose somebody, if you did, and you have a deceased loved one, it could have been within, like, you know. For some of you, this can be a child that's born, a newborn child, or you lost at court. You see, I need to go through this reading. This can also represent lost and found, and what I lost was the child at court. Or I really hope that that's not like I've just lost the child, Steve. You know, if that is true and I am hitting on that energy, then my condolences, obviously, to people. So, if we're looking at this within your... Oh, no, this has gone on for 40 minutes nearly. So what we will do, okay, so when we continue on with this story, this is where people don't give it a chance. If you're over on Patreon, you obviously get to watch literally everything. So you can watch your monthly, and this will break your monthly down to who's who and where's where, and it helps you look at the energy. So when we continue here, it tells me more about the energy. When we go through this here, it tells me more about what's coming in between and future prospects of how it's going to work out. This will be the future here. So we go what's coming in between, and it tells me all about the thoughts and the feelings and what's going on, and we continue to channel. It tells you everything over on the extended. That's what people pay for. Okay, so it tells you everything. So that's the general aspect of what could be happening. If you want to look at your descendant sign will be what's happened over a cycle of a period of time of what you manifested from your descendant. So that would be what's happened. Your ascendant sign is how you're manifesting from what's happened, from your ascendant sign to your ascendant of what you're manifesting from a new cycle. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can also watch your descending signs. Because that would be presently of what's happened. It's like, fuck, that's just what's happened. Yeah. Ascendant would be where you're ascending to after what you've manifesting from this point here. That helps you on your manifesting progress, you know. But I'm going to do a video on that for people live. But like I said, Patreon gives you access to everything as much as you want. Tier 1 have access to the lot. I will be doing other stuff for Patreon. If you want to watch this over on Vimeo, there's the monthly folder, and you can just watch it, the rest of it, on the monthly. If you want a personal reading, the link is in the description, and I'll hopefully see you over on the other side very soon. Okay, guys, peace.